sideline. Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On the ground, it's Thomas. Third and 6 yards to go. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Gives it on the option. Might have a chance. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Caught in the backfield, it's Bowman. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Keep it on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the first.
To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Wide 53! Wide 53! Spear!
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Walker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And the Bobcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
He fires a bullet to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Rebels send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were... there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. Looking for the edge, it's Thomas. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Back to pass on second down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 21 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Cougars able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Running inside, it's Thomas. Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll run it. It's Glover. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowman. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
And wings it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Hodges. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quarterback making checks. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The give on the option. Finding some room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the ground with the counter. There's a crease. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! The extra point here would tie the game.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Running to Green. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean,
they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The handoff as they run the counter play here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
From the gun, give on the inside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Bobcats in the hurry up. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Oh, they're after him! Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.